What's stopping you from taking action? Is it fear, doubt, or just waiting for the perfect moment? Here's the truth. The perfect moment doesn't exist. In this audiobook, How to Force Yourself to Take Action, you'll learn the tools to break free from excuses, overcome procrastination, and take control of your life. Action isn't always easy, but it's the only path to progress and success. Let this be your guide to push past hesitation, build momentum, and unlock the unstoppable version of yourself. The time to act is now, because your future depends on what you do today. Chapter 1. Understanding the importance of taking action. Taking action is the foundation of every success story. Without it, dreams remain just that, dreams. You might have big ideas, grand plans, or lofty goals, but without action, they stay in your mind, never becoming a reality. Think of action as the engine that powers your journey. No matter how detailed your map or how powerful your vehicle, you won't get anywhere without turning the key and starting the engine. Taking action transforms thoughts into results, and even the smallest steps can lead to monumental changes over time. Many people hesitate to act because they feel they aren't ready or fear they might fail. But here's the truth: there will never be a perfect moment to start. Waiting for the right time often leads to endless delays and missed opportunities. Action, even imperfect action, is what creates momentum. When you take the first step, no matter how small, you build confidence and create progress. Each step forward teaches you something new, adjusts your direction, and brings you closer to your goals. Taking action also sets you apart. Most people get stuck in the cycle of overthinking or waiting for inspiration. By acting, you break free from that cycle and move ahead. It's not always easy. Doubts, fears, and challenges will arise. But every decision to act strengthens your determination and builds your resilience. The importance of taking action isn't just about achieving results. It's about developing the mindset and habits that keep you growing, learning, and moving forward. Action isn't just a step, it's the beginning of transformation. Chapter 2. Identifying what's holding you back. We all have goals we want to achieve, but something often keeps us from taking the necessary steps forward. To overcome these barriers, the first step is identifying what's holding you back. These obstacles aren't always obvious. They can be subtle, deeply ingrained habits, or even fears that operate just below the surface. Take time to reflect on your daily behaviors and thoughts. Ask yourself, what stops me from acting on my goals? This awareness is the key to breaking free and moving forward. One of the most common obstacles is fear. Fear of failure, fear of judgment, or even fear of success can create a mental roadblock that stops you from acting. These fears often stem from past experiences or imagined outcomes. For example, you might avoid pursuing a new opportunity because you're afraid of repeating a mistake you made before. While these fears feel real, they're often exaggerated by your mind. By acknowledging and naming them, you take the first step in reducing their power over you. Remember, fear thrives in silence, but when you confront it, it begins to lose its grip. Another major factor holding people back is self-doubt. Thoughts like, "I'm not good enough," "I don't have what it takes," or "I'll never succeed," create a mental wall between you and your goals. Self-doubt isn't a reflection of your true abilities. It's a story you tell yourself, often influenced by past criticism or comparisons with others. The good news is that you can rewrite this story. By focusing on your strengths, celebrating small wins, and challenging negative self-talk, you can begin to dismantle the self-doubt that's been keeping you stuck. Lastly, distractions and lack of clarity often hinder progress. In a world filled with endless notifications, responsibilities, and competing priorities, it's easy to lose sight of what truly matters. Sometimes we stay busy with low-priority tasks to avoid confronting the actions that truly count. Other times, we lack a clear vision of what we want, so we wander aimlessly instead of making intentional moves. To overcome this, focus on clarifying your goals and eliminating unnecessary distractions. Create a clear, actionable plan and prioritize what truly aligns with your aspirations. By addressing these barriers head-on, you open the door to consistent action and meaningful progress. Chapter 3. The Science Behind Motivation and Action. Understanding the science behind motivation and action can help you unlock the key to overcoming inertia and achieving your goals. At its core, motivation is driven by the brain's reward system, which releases dopamine, a chemical that fuels feelings of pleasure and satisfaction when we anticipate or achieve something rewarding. However, motivation alone isn't enough to propel us forward. Taking action requires understanding how to bridge the gap between wanting something and actually doing it. One of the most fascinating aspects of motivation is how it's influenced by small wins. Research shows that even minor accomplishments trigger a dopamine release, creating a cycle of motivation and progress. For instance, checking off a task on your to-do list can give you a sense of achievement that encourages you to tackle the next one. This is why breaking down larger goals into smaller, manageable steps is so effective. By focusing on achieving small wins consistently, you create a momentum that drives action and keeps you motivated. Another critical factor is the role of habits in taking action. Motivation is often fleeting. It comes and goes depending on circumstances. This is where habits step in. When you build routines and structures into your life, you reduce the need to rely on motivation alone. For example, setting a specific time each day to work on a goal creates a habit, making action automatic. Over time, your brain rewires itself to associate these routines with positive outcomes, reducing the effort required to start. The science also reveals that procrastination isn't about laziness. It's a coping mechanism for avoiding negative emotions. When faced with tasks that feel overwhelming or uncertain, the brain's instinct is to protect itself by seeking immediate comfort, such as scrolling through social media or watching TV. Understanding this can help you approach procrastination with self-compassion rather than frustration. Instead of focusing on the entire task, concentrate on starting one small part. This breaks the cycle of avoidance and creates a sense of progress. Emotion plays a significant role in motivation and action. Positive emotions, such as excitement and confidence, enhance our ability to act, while negative emotions, such as fear or anxiety, can hold us back. However, the brain is highly adaptable. Techniques like visualization, affirmations, and mindfulness can help reframe your emotional state, shifting your focus from obstacles to opportunities. When you feel good about the possibilities ahead, you're more likely to take meaningful action. Finally, understanding the connection between the brain and action reinforces the importance of consistency. The more you practice taking action, even in small ways, the stronger the neural pathways associated with that behavior become. Over time, your brain learns to associate effort with reward, making it easier to take action in the future. By leveraging the science of motivation and action, you can create a sustainable approach to achieving your goals and overcoming the barriers that once held you back. Chapter 4. Strategies to overcome procrastination. Procrastination is a challenge we all face, but it's not insurmountable. It often stems from fear, overwhelm, or uncertainty about where to start. To overcome procrastination, you need practical strategies that empower you to take action and regain control. Each of these strategies targets the root causes of procrastination, helping you move forward with clarity and confidence. One of the most effective strategies is to break large tasks into smaller, manageable steps. When faced with a big project, it's easy to feel overwhelmed and avoid starting altogether. By breaking it down, you reduce the mental load and make the task feel achievable. For example, instead of thinking about writing an entire report, focus on outlining just the introduction. These small steps not only make the task less intimidating, but also give you quick wins that build momentum and motivation. Another powerful technique is the 2-minute rule. This rule encourages you to start any task by committing just 2 minutes to it. The idea is to overcome the inertia of starting, which is often the hardest part. Once you begin, you're more likely to continue. For example, if you've been putting off exercising, commit to just 2 minutes of stretching. This small action can lead to a full workout, as the hardest barrier, starting, has been crossed. The 2-minute rule transforms procrastination into action by focusing on minimal effort up front. Time blocking is another strategy that can help combat procrastination. This involves scheduling specific times in your day to work on certain tasks. By allocating a set time for each activity, you create structure and eliminate the decision-making process that often leads to delay. Pair this with eliminating distractions, such as silencing notifications or creating a dedicated workspace, and you create an environment that encourages focus. Time blocking not only helps you prioritize, but also ensures that procrastination doesn't creep in when you're unsure what to do next. Reframing your mindset around tasks can also be transformative. Often we procrastinate because we view tasks as daunting or unpleasant. Instead, try reframing them as opportunities for growth or challenges to conquer. For instance, instead of thinking, "I have to complete this report," shift to, "This report is my chance to showcase my skills." Pair this reframing with visualization, picturing the satisfaction of completing the task. And you create a more positive association with the work, making it easier to start and stay engaged. Accountability is a key strategy for overcoming procrastination. Sharing your goals with a friend, colleague, or mentor can provide external motivation to act. When someone else knows about your plans, you're less likely to delay because you want to meet their expectations. Consider pairing up with an accountability partner who can check in on your progress. Additionally, using tools like habit trackers or apps can help you stay on course by providing tangible evidence of your consistency, making procrastination less appealing. Finally, practice self-compassion when addressing procrastination. It's easy to fall into a cycle of guilt or frustration when you delay tasks, but this only makes it harder to act. Instead, acknowledge the reasons behind your procrastination and approach yourself with understanding. Remind yourself that procrastination is a habit, not a personal failing, and that it can be changed with time and effort. By combining practical strategies with a compassionate mindset, you can overcome procrastination and take consistent action toward your goals. Chapter 5. Creating a no-excuses mindset. Excuses are the invisible barriers that hold us back from achieving our goals. They often sound reasonable, but they rob us of progress, growth, and success. To break free from their grip, we must cultivate a no-excuses mindset, a mindset where commitment to action overrides justification for inaction. This chapter explores how to build that mindset and live a life defined by results, not reasons. The first step in creating a no-excuses mindset is to recognize the excuses you make. Excuses often disguise themselves as valid reasons. "I don't have time," "I'm not ready," or "what if I fail?" These statements may feel true, but they are often rooted in fear or self-doubt. Start by identifying the excuses you lean on most frequently. Write them down and then challenge them. Ask yourself, are these truly insurmountable obstacles, or are they just convenient reasons to delay action? A no-excuses mindset requires taking full responsibility for your choices. This doesn't mean blaming yourself for everything, but rather acknowledging that your actions, or lack of actions, shape your outcomes. When you take ownership of your decisions, you reclaim your power to change your circumstances. Instead of saying, "I couldn't achieve this because of X," shift to, "What can I do to overcome X?" Responsibility is the foundation of a no-excuses mindset. Shifting your focus from problems to solutions is another critical step. Excuses often highlight what's wrong or lacking, not enough time, resources, or knowledge. A no-excuses mindset flips the narrative by asking, "What can I do with what I have?" This shift forces you to think creatively and take proactive steps, even if the conditions aren't ideal. Solutions may not be perfect, but progress beats perfection every time. Discipline plays a central role in eliminating excuses. It's easy to act when motivation is high, but discipline ensures that you take action even when you don't feel like it. Building discipline means committing to your goals and following through on them consistently, regardless of external circumstances. For example, instead of skipping a workout because you're tired, you show up and do what you can. Over time, discipline becomes a habit that leaves no room for excuses. To create a no-excuses mindset, you must also embrace discomfort. Excuses often arise when we want to avoid uncomfortable situations, whether it's fear of failure, rejection, or effort. But growth lives outside of your comfort zone. When you train yourself to lean into discomfort and take action despite it, you dismantle one of the biggest sources of excuses. Each time you face discomfort head-on, you strengthen your resolve and expand your capabilities. Surrounding yourself with the right people can reinforce your no-excuses mindset. Excuses thrive in environments where they are accepted or encouraged. Instead, seek out individuals who challenge you to rise above your excuses and hold you accountable to your goals. Whether it's a mentor, a friend, or a group of like-minded peers, being around people who embody a no-excuses attitude can inspire you to adopt the same approach. Rewriting your internal dialogue is another powerful tool. Excuses often come from negative self-talk. "I can't do this," "I'm not good enough," or "it's too hard." Replace these thoughts with affirmations that empower you. "I will find a way," "I am capable," and "I can handle this." The way you speak to yourself matters. Positive self-talk helps you stay focused on solutions rather than limitations, reinforcing your no-excuses mindset. Creating a system of rewards and consequences can also help you stay committed. Reward yourself when you follow through on your goals, even in small ways, to build positive reinforcement. On the flip side, establish consequences for making excuses or not taking action. For example, if you skip a planned task, you might donate to a cause or miss out on a privilege you enjoy. This system trains your brain to associate action with rewards and inaction with accountability. Visualization is another effective technique. Picture the life you want to create and the goals you want to achieve. Imagine how fulfilling it will feel to overcome obstacles and accomplish your dreams. Then, contrast that vision with the cost of staying stuck in excuses, the missed opportunities, regrets, and unfulfilled potential. This mental exercise can motivate you to push past excuses and take meaningful action. Finally, commit to progress, not perfection. One of the biggest excuses people make is waiting for the perfect time or the perfect plan. but perfection is an illusion that keeps you stuck. A no-excuses mindset prioritizes taking action now, even if it's imperfect or messy. Remember, progress is what moves you forward, not waiting for ideal conditions. Each step you take builds momentum and brings you closer to your goals. By cultivating a no-excuses mindset, you transform the way you approach challenges and opportunities. You stop allowing excuses to control your actions and start taking ownership of your future. With this mindset, there are no limits to what you can achieve. Your success becomes a matter of choice, driven by determination and relentless action. Chapter 6. The role of discipline in driving action. Discipline is the bridge between intention and action, turning dreams into reality. It's not about relying on fleeting moments of motivation, but about committing to consistent effort, regardless of circumstances. Discipline is the force that keeps you moving forward when distractions, doubts, or difficulties threaten to pull you off course. In this chapter, we'll explore how discipline drives action and how it can be cultivated to fuel long-term success. At its core, discipline is about making choices that align with your goals, even when those choices are difficult. While motivation may inspire you to start, discipline ensures you keep going. It's easy to take action when you feel excited or enthusiastic, but discipline is what pushes you to act when the initial spark fades. This unwavering commitment to your goals is the key to achieving lasting results. One of the most significant roles of discipline is in creating structure. Discipline provides a framework for your day, helping you allocate time and energy to the actions that matter most. Without discipline, it's easy to fall into the trap of reacting to whatever comes your way, leaving little room for purposeful action. By establishing routines and habits, discipline ensures that your actions are intentional and aligned with your priorities. Discipline also helps you overcome the internal resistance that often accompanies action. Whether it's fear, self-doubt, or procrastination, we all face mental barriers that make it challenging to move forward. Discipline quiets these voices, reminding you that your commitment to action is stronger than your temporary discomfort. Each time you act in spite of resistance, you build mental toughness and reinforce your ability to stay on track. Another critical role of discipline is in building momentum. When you take consistent action, even small steps, you create a snowball effect that makes progress feel natural and inevitable. Momentum reduces the effort needed to maintain forward motion, making it easier to stay disciplined. This cycle of action and momentum feeds itself, propelling you closer to your goals with each passing day. Discipline also instills a sense of accountability. When you commit to a disciplined approach, you take ownership of your actions and outcomes. This self-accountability helps you stay focused and resist the temptation to blame external factors for your results. Discipline teaches you that success is within your control, empowering you to take full responsibility for your progress. One of the most underrated aspects of discipline is its ability to simplify decision-making. When you rely on discipline, you remove the need to constantly debate whether or not to take action. For example, if you've committed to exercising every morning, there's no question about whether you'll do it. It's simply part of your routine. This clarity reduces decision fatigue and allows you to channel your energy into productive actions. Discipline also plays a vital role in managing distractions. In today's world, we're bombarded with endless sources of entertainment, information, and interruptions. Discipline helps you stay focused on what truly matters, filtering out distractions that don't align with your goals. By setting boundaries and sticking to them, you create an environment where action becomes the natural choice. Another powerful aspect of discipline is its impact on self-confidence. Each time you follow through on a commitment, you prove to yourself that you're capable of taking action. This builds trust in your ability to meet challenges and achieve goals. Over time, this self-confidence becomes a driving force that fuels even greater levels of discipline and action. Finally, discipline teaches you the value of delayed gratification. Many of the most rewarding outcomes in life require patience and persistence. Discipline allows you to resist short-term temptations in favor of long-term rewards. Whether it's saving money, learning a skill, or improving your health, discipline ensures that your actions today are aligned with the future you want to create. In essence, discipline is the engine that powers consistent action. It turns intentions into results and transforms potential into achievement. While discipline requires effort and commitment, the rewards it brings, clarity, momentum, confidence, and progress, are worth every ounce of effort. By embracing discipline, you take control of your actions and set yourself on a path to lasting success. Chapter 7. Leveraging small wins to build big momentum. Small wins are the unsung heroes of progress. They may seem insignificant on their own, but when harnessed correctly, they create powerful momentum that drives you toward your larger goals. This chapter delves into the psychology behind small wins, why they matter, and how to use them effectively to build unstoppable momentum. Small wins are more than just milestones. They are psychological rewards that validate your efforts. Every time you achieve a small win, your brain releases dopamine, the feel-good chemical associated with motivation and pleasure. This positive reinforcement encourages you to keep going, making it easier to sustain your energy and focus over time. Small wins build a sense of accomplishment, even in the face of larger challenges. One of the key advantages of small wins is that they make daunting goals feel manageable. When you focus solely on the big picture, it's easy to feel overwhelmed and unsure where to start. Breaking your goal into smaller, achievable tasks allows you to make steady progress without getting lost in the enormity of the end goal. Each small win becomes a step forward, reducing the fear of failure and keeping you motivated. Small wins also create momentum, which is critical for long-term success. Think of momentum as the force that keeps you moving once you've started. When you achieve a small win, it acts as a push that propels you to tackle the next task. This cascading effect turns initial effort into sustained progress, making it easier to stay on track and build confidence in your ability to succeed. Celebrating small wins helps you maintain a positive mindset. It's easy to overlook the importance of these victories, especially when they seem trivial in the context of a larger goal. However, taking the time to acknowledge and appreciate your progress reinforces your belief in your abilities. Whether it's completing a chapter of a book, finishing a workout, or sticking to a daily habit, celebrating these moments keeps your spirits high and your determination strong. Small wins also have the power to reshape your self-identity. When you consistently achieve even minor successes, you start to see yourself as someone who is capable, disciplined, and productive. This shift in identity strengthens your commitment to your goals as you begin to align your actions with the person you want to become. Small wins are not just steps toward a goal. They are the building blocks of a new, empowered version of yourself. Another important aspect of small wins is their ability to build resilience. Progress is rarely linear, and setbacks are inevitable. However, small wins provide a buffer against discouragement. When you focus on the progress you've made, no matter how small, it becomes easier to bounce back from challenges. Small wins remind you that even during difficult times, you're still moving forward. Leveraging small wins requires setting realistic, actionable goals. Start by identifying tasks that are within reach but still require effort. These tasks should challenge you enough to create a sense of accomplishment without being so difficult that they lead to frustration. For example, instead of aiming to write an entire book in a month, set a goal to write 500 words a day. These smaller targets keep you engaged and motivated. Tracking your small wins is another effective way to build momentum. Keeping a journal or using an app to log your achievements allows you to see your progress over time. This visual representation of your efforts reinforces your commitment and provides a source of motivation when you feel stuck. Reflecting on past wins reminds you of how far you've come and reignites your drive to keep going. Small wins also help build habits that lead to long-term success. When you focus on completing manageable tasks consistently, you're more likely to develop routines that support your goals. These habits become automatic over time, reducing the effort required to maintain progress. Small wins make habit formation more approachable, turning short-term actions into lasting behaviors. Another way to leverage small wins is by stacking them. Accomplishing one small task can create the motivation to tackle another, leading to a domino effect of productivity. For example, completing a 5-minute workout may inspire you to prepare a healthy meal, which in turn motivates you to plan the next day. Each win builds on the last, creating a chain reaction that amplifies your momentum. The power of small wins extends beyond individual effort. It can also influence your interactions with others. Sharing your progress with a supportive community or accountability partner creates a feedback loop of encouragement and motivation. When others celebrate your small wins with you, it reinforces their significance and strengthens your commitment to your goals. Using small wins to overcome fear and self-doubt is another powerful strategy. When faced with a daunting challenge, it's easy to feel paralyzed by fear of failure. Small wins provide evidence that you are capable of taking action and achieving results. This incremental proof builds confidence and helps you tackle larger tasks with a sense of assurance. Small wins can also be used to build emotional resilience. By focusing on achievable goals, you reduce the likelihood of emotional burnout. Each win provides a positive emotional boost that counters feelings of frustration or inadequacy. Over time, these emotional victories create a sense of inner strength that helps you navigate challenges with grace and determination. Finally, leveraging small wins requires consistency and patience. It's important to recognize that meaningful progress is the result of sustained effort over time. Small wins may not seem impactful in the moment, but their cumulative effect is transformative. By committing to consistent action and celebrating every step forward, you create a powerful momentum that propels you toward your ultimate goals. In summary, small wins are the foundation of big achievements. They provide motivation, build momentum, and reinforce your belief in your abilities. By breaking goals into manageable tasks, celebrating progress, and using small wins to build habits and resilience, you unlock the power to achieve greatness one step at a time. Small wins are proof that every action, no matter how small, brings you closer to your dreams. Chapter 8. Sustaining action for long-term success. Sustaining action over the long term is one of the most critical aspects of achieving meaningful success. Many people start strong, fueled by initial excitement or motivation, but they often struggle to maintain that energy over time. This chapter explores the strategies and mindset shifts required to sustain consistent action, ensuring that you stay on track and keep moving toward your goals. The first step to sustaining action is understanding your why. Without a clear and compelling reason behind your efforts, it's easy to lose motivation. Take time to identify the deeper purpose driving your goals. Ask yourself, why does this matter to me? How will achieving this goal improve my life or the lives of others? When your actions are tied to a strong sense of purpose, it becomes easier to stay committed even when challenges arise. Building a solid routine is another cornerstone of long-term action. Routines help you automate your behavior, reducing the need for constant decision-making. When certain actions become part of your daily schedule, they require less mental energy to complete. For example, if your goal is to exercise regularly, committing to a set time each day makes it easier to follow through. Over time, these routines become habits that sustain your progress effortlessly. Consistency is more important than intensity when it comes to sustaining action. It's better to take small, consistent steps every day than to push yourself too hard and burn out. Success is a marathon, not a sprint. By pacing yourself and focusing on steady progress, you create a sustainable rhythm that keeps you moving forward without overwhelming yourself. Monitoring your progress is essential for maintaining momentum. Regularly tracking your achievements helps you stay aware of how far you've come and reinforces your motivation to continue. Whether you use a journal, an app, or a visual tracker, seeing your progress laid out can be incredibly motivating. It also allows you to identify patterns, adjust your strategies, and celebrate your milestones. Adaptability is key to sustaining long-term action. Life is unpredictable, and rigid plans can lead to frustration when things don't go as expected. Embrace flexibility by being willing to adjust your approach when necessary. Instead of seeing setbacks as failures, view them as opportunities to learn and grow. Adapting to change keeps you resilient and ensures that you can maintain progress regardless of external circumstances. Maintaining a positive mindset is another vital component. Negative self-talk and doubt can sap your energy and derail your efforts. Cultivate a habit of encouraging yourself and focusing on the positives. When challenges arise, remind yourself of your strengths and past successes. A positive mindset doesn't ignore difficulties, but helps you approach them with confidence and determination. Building a support system is also crucial for sustaining action. Surround yourself with people who believe in you and your goals. Friends, family, mentors, or even online communities can provide encouragement, accountability, and perspective. Sharing your journey with others not only helps you stay motivated, but also gives you a network of support to lean on during tough times. Rest and recovery are often overlooked, but are essential for sustaining long-term effort. Pushing yourself without taking breaks can lead to burnout, which makes it harder to stay consistent. Incorporate regular rest periods into your schedule to recharge physically and mentally. Rest isn't a sign of weakness, it's a strategy for maintaining peak performance over the long haul. Celebrating small wins is a powerful way to sustain motivation. Recognizing your achievements, no matter how minor, reinforces the idea that your efforts are paying off. These celebrations don't have to be elaborate. A simple acknowledgement or reward can suffice. By focusing on your progress, you build a sense of accomplishment that keeps you moving forward. Visualization is another effective tool for sustaining action. Regularly imagining yourself achieving your goals and enjoying the benefits can keep your motivation high. Visualization strengthens your emotional connection to your goals, reminding you of the rewards that await you. This mental exercise also helps you stay focused and resilient when faced with obstacles. Breaking larger goals into smaller, manageable tasks can prevent overwhelm and maintain momentum. Tackling smaller tasks gives you a sense of accomplishment and keeps the process engaging. For instance, if your goal is to write a book, focus on completing one chapter or even one page at a time. These incremental steps make the journey less intimidating and more enjoyable. Accountability plays a significant role in sustaining action. Sharing your goals with someone who will hold you accountable creates a sense of responsibility. Whether it's a friend, a mentor, or an accountability partner, having someone check in on your progress encourages you to stay consistent. Knowing that someone else is invested in your success can be a powerful motivator. Learning from setbacks is another critical skill for sustaining action. Instead of letting failures discourage you, analyze them to understand what went wrong and how you can improve. Every setback is an opportunity to refine your approach and grow stronger. This mindset shift transforms challenges into stepping stones, keeping you on track toward your goals. Staying curious and open to new ideas can also help sustain long-term action. Over time, routines can become monotonous, leading to boredom or complacency. Keep things fresh by exploring new strategies, techniques, or perspectives related to your goals. This curiosity not only keeps you engaged, but also helps you discover more effective ways to achieve success. Gratitude can serve as a powerful motivator for sustained effort. Regularly reflecting on what you're thankful for helps you stay grounded and positive. Gratitude shifts your focus from what you lack to what you have, reinforcing a sense of abundance and possibility. This mindset makes it easier to stay committed to your goals with enthusiasm and optimism. Developing self-discipline is essential for long-term action. Discipline allows you to take consistent steps, even when motivation wanes. It's the ability to prioritize your goals over momentary distractions or temptations. Building discipline takes time, but every small act of commitment strengthens this skill, making it easier to stay focused over the long term. Focusing on the process rather than the outcome can make sustained action more enjoyable. When you're too fixated on the end result, it's easy to become frustrated by slow progress. Instead, find satisfaction in the daily actions and efforts you're putting in. Enjoying the journey makes it easier to stay engaged and committed. Lastly, remind yourself of your resilience and potential. Sustaining long-term action requires belief in your ability to overcome obstacles and achieve your goals. Reflect on your past achievements and the strength you've shown in challenging times. This self-confidence fuels your determination and keeps you moving forward, even when the road gets tough. By incorporating these strategies into your daily life, you can sustain action and maintain progress toward your goals. Long-term success isn't about bursts of effort. It's about consistent, purposeful action over time. With the right mindset, tools, and support, you can keep building momentum and achieve the meaningful, lasting results you desire. Thank you for listening to How to Force Yourself to Take Action. Remember, action is the bridge between your dreams and reality. Every small step you take today brings you closer to the life you've always wanted. It's not about waiting for the right moment. It's about creating it. As you move forward, keep this in mind. Progress comes from consistency, not perfection. The power to change your life is already within you. All it takes is the courage to start. So don't let hesitation hold you back. Take that first step, then the next, and keep going. Your journey to success starts with action, and it starts right now.